Niadtong 1982, usa ka Sugboanon nga freedom fighter ang gibalhong tungod sa pakigbatok niini sa administrasyon ni kanhi presidente Ferdinand Marcos. Atong balikan ang mga kaagi ni Jose Ribumapil Dodong Holganza Sr. ug ang iyang kontribusyon sa demokrasya sa report ni Maris Puyo.
December 25, 1982, sa Dan Lopez Haina, dakbayan sa Cebu, usa ka anti-Marcos leader ang gidakop tunga-tunga sa iyang pakigbisog alang sa demokrasya atol sa martial law. Si Jose Ribumapil Holganza Sr. ug ang anak ni ining si Joey Boy Holganza Jr. ang gipangdakop sa mga puwersa sa gobyerno human giakusahang mopahigayon og rebolusyon batok sa Marcos administration. Apan wala kini nakabara og nagpadayon ang tinguha sa Cebuano freedom fighter nga makalingkawas ang nasod sa diktatorya ni anhing President Ferdinand Marcos.
If there's one thing siguro mo stand out niya, he was very loyal to his friends. When we were already in jail in 1985, there was another election then. Again, I think that was for also assemblyman. He ran then with Indaynita Cortez de Luz and I guess also with Tony Cuenco and Siling Fernan and a number of other personalities. Now, what happened then was that before the counting was done, grabe ang riot there, and that was the riot in front of the Capitol, which a young guy, Raul Pinto, I remember, napatay. So the riots were getting worse to the point nga third parties were already helping out nga marini try pag-negotiate. At that time, doon na pa U.S. consulate diri sa Cebu. It's an official U.S. mission, part of the U.S. Embassy. And, well, it can be told now that one of the political officers sa U.S. consulate then tried to mediate nga conflict between the opposition and the administration. And the offer was that nga 8 man siguro to, or I don't know, 6 ang elected nga assemblymen. Ang kuan ato nga i-split again, or i-8 pa to, divide into 4 sa administration, 4 sa opposition ba to. So ang offer was that sa probinsya man to, kaya I think another set was elected for Cebu City. So for the province, ang offer was that, okay, padagon si Indaynita, and another one, and the third guy nga murag ipadagon was my father, who was in jail then. Since there were several in the group, it was very tempting for my father to simply say yes, bakit, well, after all, we were in jail then. That would have meant instant freedom for us kung kuan pa siya. But again, he felt obligated to the other members of his group, in particular to the late Tony Bacaltos of Talisay, who was also a member of that group. So again, siya na say hardline, really, not unless the whole group is allowed to or either that or they count the votes, give a real count na lang yun. So again, he refused the chance, another chance to hold office nga kuan just because of another friend said nga kuan nga he could not abandon because he felt nga he again is obligated to his other teammates. So what happened was that the whole offer was cancelled, and the only one who was allowed, or if we use the term allowed to it, or they cannot really, di na nila ma-justify nga pildihon ba, was Indaynita. So that's the Indaynita nila usa ka assemblyman. Well, after EDSA, si Tony Bacaltos went on to become the first elected congressman sa Talisay.
Tungod sa iyang mga kontribusyon, gipasidunggan si Dodong sa mga award-giving bodies. Usa na niini ang West Laco City sa Texas sa Estados Unidos, ding giproklamar ang September 30 isip Ribumapil Holganza Day. Enero 25, tuig 2015, nagsubo ang Cebu sa balita sa pagpanaw sa Sugboanong freedom fighter sa edad nga 79.
You know, what happened to him was something that I've been dreading about for the past one. I always make it a point to check on him every time na siya sa balay gani, check if he's sleeping and ano sa. The thing that I was very worried about was that for him to have a stroke in his room and then para ma-discover na mo, which is the very thing that happened. Sometimes be careful of unsay imong gadlukan kay it might just happen gani. And which is in our case mo gyud na-consult sa among dad. So, you know, 79 years is a long time, but still life is short. And my dad was living at 79 as if he was siguro 49, murabag kuan. So ang kana mo nga, I hope up to the very last moment that he was enjoying his life. Pero like everyone else, he has his ups and downs and his own problems and everything. The thing na lang that consoled us is that when he passed, he was in no particular pain because his brain was ibutan na to nga the effects of the stroke was so much that he was beyond pain. Di na niya ma-felt ba. And the brain would no longer register the pain his body was going through. So, had he survived, he would have been a vegetable sad nga kuan. When you're watching a loved one like a parent nga kuan die, that's where your whole life will flash before you. You sort of remember everything nga imong hinumduman from the day nga you're able to remember up to the last time, and it murabag ka nang it's an old film ba nga murol gani type. The good, the bad, and all the stuff that you went through together, that's how you see your whole life flash before you because your parents were there for you.
Mipanaw man si Dodong magpabilin ang iyang legasiya.
You know, funny thing, even my own children, some of my because this is something really that they just sort of, it's like looking at old snapshots of your lolo wearing a uniform during the Second World War, or hearing about your lolo being a soldier during the war or whatever ba. But you don't really get to know the story and everything because kami said those who are involved in it, it's not all good, no? There's some bad things there that you like to shut out and then don't remember at all. Sometimes, ang kuwan lang bang, the feeling for those of us who were in the middle of it is that nga, it's just a good thing that kids could have a life of their, or could be enjoying their moment karon ba, because we know that when their time comes, when they will be faced with a new test, they'll probably step up and do what some of us did sa panahon. You just feel confident nga if faced with a similar challenge siguro, like every other generation siguro, they'll step up.